everyone, it's Carrie and I'm here to show you how to make the t-shirt necklaces that we made for our What Up Witches Glamourween Girls Night In last weekend. And so here we go. We're going to just kind of jump right in. So this is very simple. You only need two things. You need a t-shirt and a pair of scissors. Now, you want to make sure that the t-shirt you pick is actually not one of the t-shirts that are like form-fitting or fit like a woman. It's just your regular basic standard t-shirt, because those work best with what we're going to do. So you're going to lay your t-shirt out flat like so, and then you're going to first start off by cutting off that, let me zoom in, this bottom seam. You're going to cut that off, go straight across, cut that off, and lay it aside. So it's going to look something like this. You cut the bottom piece off, and what you're going to do is continue to cut in strips about the width of this, bottom hem all the way up until you get up to the arms. So you're just going to cut them about an inch. Just make 1-inch strips. Cut them just straight across the t-shirt and just kind of just stack them up in a pile. And I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. So after you finish cutting your strips, your t-shirt will look something like this. The long, part, the body part is pretty much gone, and you're going to cut strips all the way up until you get to the arms. And here I have just stacks of strips, the strips that I've cut. So as you can see, they don't have to be in any particular, neat order or neatly cut, because that's not going to matter for the next step. So we just have a ton of strips of shirt, and you want to make sure that you lay them all facing like the seams to each end, so they all, as you cut the shirt across, you just lay them as if, in the same way that the shirt was laying out flat, so both of the seams are lined up. Okay, and so then the next step is to actually just take each individual piece and stretch it out. So I'm going to show you how you do that. So what you're going to do is just pick up each piece and just pull it. When you pull, it turns into a curl, and that's pretty much it. Just keep picking up each piece and pulling it, and then just make a stack of pulled pieces. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Just pick up a piece, pull it, and it turns into a curl. Pick it up. And you want to just make sure that you're pulling at the two seams that was created with the shirt, because if you try to pull from the middle or any other kind of way, it could cause a lot of tension and it will pop or potentially break. So you just kind of take it and just pull. And I will be back with you to show you what the next step is after we pull all of the pieces. So here is what they look like when they're all curled and pulled out. So you're just kind of going to pick them up and make sure that they're all even in the same length. So you're going to just kind of pull down and make everything all even. So the black t-shirt, you can see that it looks a lot fuller than the gray one that's on the table, simply because we cut up two t-shirts to make that fuller, just to kind of show you what it will look like at different thicknesses. So we're going to make the black one 2 t-shirts, the gray one 1 t-shirt. Okay, so remember that piece at the bottom that we cut off, that seam piece? You're going to take that and cut off a little piece of that, because we're going to use this to tie up all of the loops. So you're going to take a piece like this, and you're going to stick it through to make sure we have all of the loops tied together, and you're just going to make a knot. 1, 2, and I'm just going to make a double knot just for extra measure. And after you make that double knot, you kind of turn it back so you won't see it, and you're going to cut off the excess. Down, and there you have it. And so right now it's pretty long and big. What you do is kind of just double it up you know, in the figure 8 format. And so here is the final outcome of the necklace. I just kind of doubled it up in a figure 8 instead of wearing it super duper long. And all you need is just a little bit of embellishment if you want to kick it up a notch. I don't have anything right now that I can add to it that's big enough. I've played around with a couple of, you know, smaller pieces of bling, but I really need something to set mine off. So I'll be on the lookout for that, and I'll give you guys an update as to how my final product turns out. But you could also just wear it plain. I think it really looks nice just as it is. So I hope you guys will go out, buy you some t-shirts, and make you some fun t-shirt necklaces. And until next time, I will keep calm and carry on.